Hello guys. So, God, this is so blurry. There we go. I am sorry for the noise. I know you guys hate it when I talk and I drive in the car without a mic on. But, yeah, I think my mic's in my gym bag. And when I go to work, I don't take my gym bag because I have everything I need there. So, anyway, today is Wednesday. My face looks amazing. I was skeptical about the laser treatment. Number one, I was like, is this even going to be worth the money? Like, number two, I was just like, I don't know. All these people talk about their amazing results, this, that, whatever. And that, your face will look great like 14 days afterwards, but the real results are going to be like in 3 months after, and so on. So right now though, I'm loving it. My skin feels so smooth. My makeup is going on like a dream. Like I was having like, I could feel right through here on my nose, like everything was like so rough for some reason. And like everything just feels so smooth and soft, and I'm here for it. On another note, I went in yesterday for a LASIK consultation, and I will not be getting LASIK done. Pretty much because of my age and my eyesight and where it's at right now. If I got LASIK done, I would end up having to wear readers. So the whole goal is to not wear glasses at all. So he was like, why don't you try monovision, I think is what he called it, where they would do LASIK in one eye, and then I would just have a contact in the other eye. So I've never worn contacts before. He put a contact in. It took forever. It was a hassle. It was a hassle for me. Look, as soon as I got home, I took that shit out. I was like, I'm not doing this. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to have to buy contacts every single month, all this kind of stuff. Like, I'm looking for something that's going to make my life easier, not add one more step to what I have to do every day. So I'm going to go back in 2 weeks for just like your general eye exam, and I'm just going to re-up on my glasses. I haven't had a new pair of glasses, and I shit you not, like 15 years. The ones that I have work fine, but none of them really fit my face that well. So, I'm just going to get a new pair of glasses instead. And I'll just have to wear them at shows and stuff, which it'll be fine, whatever. So there's that. I think I'm also going through this phase of, you know what? I spend money on all these things. I spend money on my car. I spend money on all this shit. Why shouldn't I be able to spend money on my physical body and take care of it? Because all this other stuff is going to go away in a couple of years. This I'm going to have literally until I die. And hopefully that's not a couple of years. So, I'm going in I have a consultation. Dude, you're going to have to let me over. Dude, people are such assholes here, I swear. I hate Nashville. I have a consultation on Friday, a virtual consultation. This is going to sound ridiculous, but for a mini face and neck lift, I just want wherever I can at my age. And if that means I need a little pull right here, then I want to go ahead and do it. Because I know I'm at an age where I can afford it, and I can afford to heal, and I can schedule my time appropriately, and it might not always be like that. So I'd rather go ahead and get it done while I can. Also, I feel like in the long run, it will be more beneficial if I need or want something else done later on. And to be honest with you, the main thing that I'm really just concerned with is my smile lines right here. And I want a little bit of a pull. I can definitely tell I've lost a lot, I lost a lot of laxity in my face. Like, my face doesn't carry a lot of fat anyway. Even when I'm heavier, my face is rounder, but it's still more on the slender side for most people. So I just don't have a lot of anything in my face. Like, it's just very lean. So I just kind of want to see what like that is about and what that's like. So I'm gonna do that on Friday, and then I just want to get her opinion. I want to see what they say. I'm gonna tell them that my time frame is like 6 to 8 months, maybe a year, and that I know things will change, but like that's what I'm looking at. Also, on Monday, I had wanted to have this done technically before I had left for Alabama, but I didn't have the time. But I'm going to go back to my girl that did my liquid rhinoplasty, which that has gone now. That's been a year. And I want to, they're having a special where they do facial balancing. So I'm going to go in and let them do a consultation with me on that. Yeah. So I'm like, you know what? There's things that I'm not happy with that I have the ability to fix and take care of now while I can. While I don't know if you would consider me on the younger side. I feel like I'm still young. I know I still dress like it. So why not go ahead and take care of these things while I can, and while I'm hustling and busting my ass to make the money that I'm making to be able to pay for it and afford it. So I might as well do it. Because I was like, you know what, fuck it. Like, if I'm gonna spend this shit on my nose, like, why not just go ahead and fix the other shit that I want to? Anyway, you know, I've worked really hard to get to a place to where I can do things like this. Like, we have 4 vehicles, they're all paid off. Now, we don't have a mortgage or a house, but we don't want that. We have rent, we have power, we have water. But, I mean, other than the payments that I'm making on the shit that I've spent for this, like, that's it. What else? Oh, we potentially found a space that we're gonna go look at. I'm hoping I hear from the guy today or tomorrow, where we might open a semi-private gym. So we'll see what that looks like. I talked to the realtor yesterday, and he sounded like they were like eager to like make a deal with someone, but they wanted, it's like 2,700 square feet, and they wanted 6,500 in rent for it, which to us is like, what? Because we have looked at some other places where that are that much, that are like 4,000. Which I know still in the grand scheme of things that is low, but that's just something that we're trying not to go over, because we really want to make sure that any members come in, like, we have a cap, like a true set cap. So we want to cap cap of members of like 150, if that. And then our clients, if they want a gym membership, will get it at a discount. So, you know, we want to be able to have the members and bring in enough to pay the rent, to pay our power, water, whatever that looks like. We want to be able to do that. And then that I'll be covered by membership fees. And then anything that we make outside of that for training clients, whatever, that can go into our pocket. Will that happen? I don't know. Also, my lease isn't up until January of 2028. So I still have one other year in my lease. However, my lease agreement does state that all I have to do is give a 60-day notice. However, once again, we need to look at the space. We need to look at equipment. We need to try to do a pre-sale. Yeah, there's a lot of money put down on the front end, and we would have to go in and try to get a loan. We would have to make sure that we set up an LLC and whatnot, which that's going to cost about $500. Doing all that for Brave Haven, I know I can do that through LegalZoom, and anything that we need taken care of can be taken care of. So there's that aspect. Yeah, I'm trying to think of anything else, but anyway, I'm kind of rambling at this point. So back to my cut. I did check in Monday. My weight was around about 130. Now that is after food, and let's see, yes, that was after food. So that was after 2 meals in training. But anyway, I did my check-in. I got it done. I'm softer than I've been, but I'm also fuller than I've been. But I think I talk about this every time. For me to get those glute hamstring tie-ins, like, I'm gonna have to get leaner. So I did up my cardio to 30 minutes this week, 5 days a week. So I've been doing that. I started that yesterday. So we'll kind of see how things go. I'll check in again on Monday of next week and kind of see how my body's shaping up. So I'm gonna get in here to the studio and I'll check back in with you guys later. Whew. Okay, guys. So, dude, look how good my skin looks since I had my face burnt off. Whew. So, the 5 days a week is not working for me. I've done it for 3 weeks now. 3 weeks, 2 weeks. And it's just too much with my work schedule. Yesterday was crazy. All I did all day long was like move weight around this entire place. I didn't get home until 8 o'clock. Now, I did stay later for someone. That's not normal, but I have been getting home around 7:15, sometimes 7:30. So, and literally I have clients, boom, 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 boom. And if I start at 1 o'clock and I don't end until 7 o'clock, that's literally like 7 hours of me moving around doing shit. And Ryan and I talked, and as badly as I want to like nail 5 days a week, like right now, thank you God, I'm blessed. I've picked up like 5 clients within the last week, just out of nowhere. I am so busy with my one-on-one clients, with suits, with posing, that it's just too much. And I'm gonna have bumped back down to 4 days a week. And I was telling Ryan, like, I really did great 2 years ago when I did 4 days a week, and I kind of hit almost like a full body every day. So, like, I would have a quad focus day where I would do like 3 exercises, and then I would do like 2 back, 1 shoulder. And then the next day, I would have like just a full glute. So I'd hit like 3 glute, 2 shoulder, 1 back. Have a break. Then, the next workout I would do, so it would be Monday, Tuesday, break on Wednesday. Thursday, I would do a hamstring focus. So 3 hamstring focused exercises, 2 back, 1 shoulder, and then vice versa. 3 glute focused exercises, 2 shoulder, 1 back. And I did really good with that. So, I'm going to go back to something similar to that, except it's going to be adjusted because I do want to hit like overall. I don't necessarily think I need more biceps, but I have really like not enjoyed leaving body parts out. So I am going to be hitting at least 1 shoulder, 1 bicep, and 1 tricep exercise in this. So I've got it reworked, I think, to how I want it. And I'm going to re-look over everything and kind of see. And if I want to continue, I'm going to adjust if I feel like I need to adjust. And I'll tell you guys kind of like what it is. And when I have time, I will start doing mic'd up workouts again. I really enjoyed doing those. It's just now I have been working during my workouts. So I'm like multitasking like a motherfucker all day long right now. Like this morning doing cardio, I booked clients into my calendar. I've just yet to confirm them. It's just been insane. So anyway, guys, little update for you. a little bit of a chemical burn 2 days ago on accident. So they say after you do CO2 lasering, if you're wanting to get up like dark spots or melasma or whatever, to use your hydroquinone. So I didn't realize, I don't really know what I was thinking, to be honest. Like, I had put stuff on, I had put my tretinoin on, I was doing like my other stuff, and then I put the hydroquinone on, and I thought my face was gonna fucking burn off again. I was like, oh my god, bad idea. I wiped it off, but it still like burnt like around my mouth a little bit. Like, ugh. Yesterday I was going to, or last night I was going to do a face mask, and my face was hurting so bad. I was like, I can't do this. So I ended up putting some Desitin on it, like my entire face. I slept with that on, and then this morning I did like some face stuff. Like I did my gua sha, and I kind of gave myself a little spa day. I did my gua sha, I did my, I don't know what it's called. It's called new something on my face. I sat with my infrared light on, infrared mask. Yeah. I'm going to get on a really good skincare, like facial skincare routine. And I really want to maintain these results that I've gotten from this CO2 laser. So I have a micro needling pen, and I used to at one point, well, I've never really been consistent with it, but I really want to be consistent with it. I can microneedle my skin and be okay, but I realized from watching like a ton of videos that I was doing it. Well, I take that back. Not that I was doing it incorrectly. I wasn't really doing it aggressively enough. So I bought some numbing cream to put on my face, and I watched a ton of videos on how to do it. So I'm not going to do it this month because I had the CO2 laser done. But starting next month, I'm going to microneedle my face once a month. And then I'm going to continue on with like every Sunday doing kind of like my self skincare kind of thingy that I did today. Anyway, I don't know how I got off on that. I am literally exhausted today. This entire week has been insane. I have had posing clients, one-on-one clients, suit clients, people who have been contacting me for last-minute suits, me staying late for people who were needing last-minute suits, and then I ended up not sleeping pretty much at all Friday going into Saturday because Buffy was sick, and she was up literally like every hour needing to go outside. Then I had to be at my studio at 5 a.m. to do hair and makeup for a client. I came back here, ate my breakfast, got myself ready. We went downtown to Municipal for the Nashville Fit Show, and I stayed until I saw my very last posing client get on stage, and I was like, we're out. And I did not go back to the night show. I just could not do it. I was exhausted, plus Buffy was sick, and I really didn't want to leave her anymore, because for one, I didn't know what the house was going to look like when I got back because she had been sick, and two, in case we needed to take her to the emergency vet. But anyway, all my clients did fantastic. They're so wonderful. I have really been able to pour into my businesses this year because I've not been competing. And I've been loving it. So who knows what next year holds. But I will say this, guys. You know, I was doing my little 7-week thing because Ryan was doing his thing and trying to decide if he was going to do Masters World. Well, he decided he was. So he said, hey, look, I'm doing Masters World. Like, why don't you just get on stage too? We're going to be there. And we're driving, we're taking the dogs. I'm bringing my own stuff. I'm doing Ryan's tan. What the fuck does it matter? I could step on stage also. So I am kind of going into, I guess now rolling into a mini contest prep. So I have 3 weeks, literally 21 days starting today. Ugh. So I can't remember if I talked to you guys or not. I had tried the 5-day split for 2 weeks. It was too much for me with my clients and everything. So I'm moving back to a 4-day split. I've got it all worked out. Sorry, I'm all over the place. I'm just not comfortable in any way that I'm sitting right now. I'm sorry. I'm so tired too. So I'm moving back to the 4-day split. I'm doing something unconventional. I'm doing what I did 2 years ago. I actually really loved this style of training. So it's kind of like a full body workout 4 days a week. So I may have talked about this already. I can't remember what I've talked about, what I haven't, to be honest. Like, I'm all over the place. I actually had made one out and then I reworked it. Because I saw Brett Contreras post a video from another guy and he was doing some of these exercises and I could really see the glutes activated and in the particular spots that I need improvement on. So I changed my plan back to a 4-day split to that. And I'm sticking with this plan. I'm telling you guys, I don't plan on changing anything up unless I'm just going to another gym and I have to substitute an exercise because a piece of machinery isn't there. But I digress. Anyway, I'm officially 3 weeks out, literally 21 days today. So I don't really want to change my food much. So really the only thing that I'm doing is I'm switching from 96 beef to flounder. So I have my egg meal in the morning. I'm not changing it. I will die on that hill for my breakfast. Meal 2 is tilapia. It was tilapia and brown rice. Meal 3 was my post-workout, which is a split protein shake and 2 chocolate-covered rice cakes. That's not changing. Meal 4 is 99 ground turkey patties and obviously homemade and potatoes. So I bought a potato cutter that cuts them into like French fries. So I made them, air fried them. They're good to go. The 5th meal will be the flounder meal. And then the last meal, every other day, I'll rotate between a protein ice cream and cream of rice and egg whites. So one will be higher in carbs, the other will be lower in carbs. So for my 2 fish meals, what I'm having is I'm doing a half a cup, and this is all together. So I have cooked brown rice, butternut squash, and stir-fry veggies all together. So all I'm doing for those 2 meals is a half a cup of that, and I have kind of averaged it out. It's pretty low. It's pretty lower in carbs. It's probably only around 10, 15 carbs. I'm sorry again. Which is less than what I was having. So, yeah. So that's what I'm changing food-wise. Cardio-wise, that's the big thing that's changing. 4 days a week, 1 hour. So 60 minutes. I don't know that I want to split it up. Honestly, I'd rather try to get up early and just get it done. I've gotten to where I'm busy and I'm tired after my workout, and I usually plan my workout to run straight into working with clients. So I finish my workouts usually 15 to 30 minutes before my clients start. So I will likely not be splitting it up unless I just absolutely need to, or if I do it this week and I'm just like exhausted. So for the next really 2 weeks, I'll be doing an hour of cardio, 4 days a week. And then I'm gonna think rolling into peak week, what I'm gonna do is I'll train Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Check in on Thursday. Well, we drive it in on Thursday. I may train Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, because we drive in on Thursday. And I'll probably just, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. No, I'll probably just keep it at an hour. And I'll take all of Thursday off. I'll end up taking probably all of Friday off, compete on Saturday, and Ryan gets on Sunday. Now, if I do fit model, I'll compete on Friday, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to be there anyway. And that's the thing. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. And it's really just going to depend on what I look like. The last day to register online is August 30th. So I have until August 30th to decide. And I'm just going to see what I look like on August 29th. And then we'll go from there. So today is a full rest day for me. I am exhausted. I'm going to put on a movie after I upload this and probably fall asleep. Like, my eyes are so heavy right now. I did not want to get up this morning and do anything, but I still had stuff I had to get done. So there's that. I'm waiting on groceries to be delivered since I switched to Flounder. I mean, guys, I am tired. So I'm going to rest today because it's about to be a grind for the next 3 weeks. So I'll take you guys along the ride. I do plan on doing my Monday check-in at Gold's Gym after I train to kind of see what I look like. And yeah, we'll go from there.